solving a decimal word problem using a linear inequality with variables on both sides. So this is a lot of words. Word problems are a lot of words. Now, the one thing that I try to remember when I'm doing word problems is I need to know what's being talked about. And I want to break down the word problems so that I don't have to look at all the words so many times. I'm really thinking of what's it telling me, and can I make an equation or an inequality with that information? Can I shorten it up? So first of all, we have to read the equation or the problem, which is a phone company offers 2 monthly charge plans. Okay, each sentence is going to give me information that I need. So I'm talking 2 plans. So in plan A, the customer pays a monthly fee of $26.70, and then on an additional 6 cents per minute of use. All right, so first sentence said we had 2 plans, and then, so we have 2 plans, and then we're seeing plan A. So I'm going to put some organization here. So plan A. Now, other people could have different ways of dealing with word problems, but I like to see sentence by sentence what I have. And then if I was explaining what I have to pay $26.70. So I have $26.70 that has to be paid every month no matter what. So this, if I want to put a little note of what this is monthly fee. And then, so on, besides that, I'm going to be paying, so I'm adding more to it, so, and then an additional 6 cents per minute of use. So if I talk for 1 minute, I have to pay 6 cents. If I talk for 5 minutes, I have to pay 30 cents, that kind of stuff. So how I can write that in math-wise, and this is cost per minute. So if I'm thinking about that when I'm paying per something, I'm going to be multiplying the thing. Per generally means divided by, but in this case, I'm interpreting what it's saying. So, and then an additional 6 cents per minute of use. So thinking of life, when we're spending stuff, if I'm spending 6 cents per pencil of stuff like that, it's going to be for each one that I'm doing, I got to add more time. So I'm adding 6 cents. I want to keep it in cents, so in the same units as the other one. And this has got dollars and cents, so I'm using that decimal with it. So I want 6 cents. This is going to be 0.06 because I'm not using the cent symbol, I'm using the dollars. So this is 0.06. And then it's per minute of use. So I'm going to use an X. I know I'm reading further on, they tell me to use M, but we're going to get there. In plan B, okay, so now I have plan B. I want to write that far away from plan A. The customers pay a monthly fee of $20, so I still have that $20, so that monthly fee is still here. So monthly fee. And then an additional 7 cents per minute use. So this is cost per minute is going to be, I'm adding a plus, remember I got to keep the units to be the same, 0.07 for every minute that I'm using, and I did X before, so I'm going to keep X with this. Now variables can be whatever letter you want to use. If you're doing it in an online system, make sure you're using the letter that the online system tells you to. If it doesn't specify, I like X. I also like N, but X is a nice one for where, as long as I'm used to not using X for multiplication. All right, so then we get to, for what amount of monthly phone use will plan A cost less than plan B? All right, so I've got, if I'm looking at it right here, I'm going to do a highlighting, and I'll try to make it lightish. There, I'm going to use this one. I've got my equation right here. Oh, you can't really see it. I just basically lightened up what I have. So let's change this to a green. Okay, and I've got, yeah, there's my green. All right, so I've got this. This is my equation that I'm looking at. Right now I'm just got my 2 plans I'm thinking about, and I want one to be smaller than the other, so I'm actually going to erase this so that it's not disturbing. They're saying they want A to cost less, so this is going to be less than this side. So it's an inequality. They did say use M for minutes. I used X. I'm not typing this equation into any of my answers, so I'm really just going to be solving this. This works the same as an inequality, as an equation. I want to get the x's on the variables on one side, and then I want to get the plain old numbers on the other side. I like to move things towards the bigger letter first. So I'm going to subtract this 0.06 x from both sides. Yet again, there are other ways to solve inequalities. I just personally like to move the letters first. So I have 26.7. These cancel out. I've got my less than left there. I've got the 20. And then I'm subtracting this. And 7 minus 6 is 1. So this is 0.01x. And it is a positive because the bigger number was a positive. All right, so then still getting the numbers together, I want to get the 20 over to the other side because I want the x to be all by itself. So minus 20, minus 20. Okay. I like my x's to be positive, so it's over there. So this is 670 is less than 0.01x. That cancels. All right, now still having to get x by itself, I'm going to divide by 0.01. I like to use the fraction for divided by. Fractions actually get a little nicer to work with as we have more practice. Don't freak out about them. Yes, this problem did say I could use a calculator, but none of these numbers are terrible. I really don't want to use a calculator until I absolutely have to because it actually slows me down. All right, now when I have fractions with decimals, so I'm dividing by with decimals, I like to move my decimal point. Don't want to have a decimal in a fraction. So if I move it top and bottom, I really don't want it at the bottom. So this becomes 670 over, I don't usually write 0, 1, so over 1. That is a really nice number because it's actually not dividing. Anything by 1 is nice. It's just the number I have it. So I have 670 is less than x. Now I have to remember what my x was, and that was the per minute. So it will be, my answer will be 670 minutes. If I talk at least that long, A will be cheaper than B. So 670 minutes. Okay, so you're going to work on practicing with word problems. Just remember, sentence by sentence usually works, at least for me, understanding what the whole problem is asking for. Don't just jump in and say, oh, I've got all these numbers to play with, let's put them in something. No, just think slowly and methodically, and things get a little bit better. Try not to overstress yourself with word problems.